Well, I went from back to where I started. And when I started broadcasting back while I was still playing football, I did color commentary. And when they brought in Al Michaels, he obviously couldn't do the color. They wanted him on Monday Night Football for whatever reason they did. And I went back to doing color commentary. And then we did it 1 year together, and then they decided the three-man booth was better, and they brought in Dan Deardorff. And we did it, we did 10 years together, something like that.
How did that compare to the original, the team of Meredith and
I don't think,
Cosell?
I don't think you could ever compare any of it. It's apples and oranges. And because when we started out on Monday Night Football, there was literally no competition. I mean, other than network television. And of course, television itself has grown so dramatically over the past 20, 30, 40 years. And you're dealing in an entirely different ballpark. You're competing against 24-hour news, you're competing against the cables, the networks, and you have to offer something, or at least I think if you're running a network, or if you're running an operation, you have to think in terms of we're offering something special that's going to make a sort of appointment viewing, if you will. And sometimes they were right, sometimes they were wrong. And the same today. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. But television is so much more complex today than the simplicity that we had when we came on the air with Monday Night Football with the 10, 12, 13 channels or whatever there was. And the thing that we found that was, we made an enormous impact that didn't show up in the ratings, and that would be in bars and restaurants and and literally they became Monday nights destination points for people, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. It wasn't so bad for some of the bad things that happened afterwards, a lot of drinking and a lot of traffic accidents. And if you think about Monday Night Football, it goes very late. And some of the cities they really had a difficult time with because they were serving alcohol right into midnight and 12:30, and they had some very bad things happen. So they had to react to that, and they had cut. I think in most of the stadiums now will cut off the alcohol at halftime, and most of them should dispose of it completely because it creates quite a scene and can create some tragic things.